Well, we're here, Rock Antenne with Mark Tremonti before. What? Sorry, yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta talk into this thing. I'm not used to it.
Forget the microphone.
Yes. Rock Antenne here with Mark Tremonti and from Alter Bridge. Here before the soon-to-be famous show here in Munich at the Zenith. Yes. And, thanks for being here. Thanks for taking the time. But then the first question has to be, why are you here? If there's one band, that has the best connections to support Guns N' Roses, ooh, it must be you guys. So what are you doing here?
We didn't get the invite, you know? We gotta ask those guys. Come on, we're waiting for the invite.
I cannot believe it. Those connections you have. You know?
Yeah, I know. We got some connections with the band. We know some people.
No, it's good to have you here. It's good that you guys are back. Have you? I don't even know. I'm not even sure if you played this venue before or if it's this just.
It looks familiar. I think we played here once before. It looks like we've been here before.
So now you're gonna fill it up, and then it's gonna be one step more and more and more.
And then we'll play the local bar around the corner. Yeah. Yeah.
This tour is going great, though.
Yeah, it's going great. This is, geez, I mean, it's 5 weeks, so this end of 5 weeks, and it's all been big, great, energetic crowd, so we can't complain. Yeah.
We have to talk a little bit about the last year. I mean, I thought when I listened to Show Me a Leader now, I thought that, God, history must be such a bitch for you guys. I mean, you know, it can be connected so much to Trump, but then again, there hasn't, you know, it's not necessarily a connection, but why did you write those lyrics
that was,
in the beginning?
That song was written while the big circus of an election we had in the States was going on, so you couldn't get away from it. So when we were writing this record, it infiltrated our thoughts when we were putting the album together. So Show Me a Leader is speaking out to, you know, show us somebody we can get behind that's makes sense, that's cool, calm, collected, smart, loyal, trustworthy. And you're watching these two people just bash each other for months and months, and it's just, I think it frustrated most Americans.
So you said you needed a hero this time. Did you get one?
Well, you know what? My heroes are like Michael Jordan and, you know, musical heroes. I don't know if I've ever had a political hero or if I ever will have a political hero. I think, I don't know, political power seems to turn people from their path, so I don't know.
You know, this record, I thought that even with the last year, the title track, you know, it's not negative, but sometimes I felt that the lyrics are somehow like almost desperate, like, you know, give us something, you know, show us something, or, you know, has our hero died?
Yeah, you know.
Is he really like this?
It's just, you know, kind of a story about reaching out for, are there leaders out there that would live up to our standards? And the actual song, The Last Hero, is about, if we found these great people, usually the society will want to tear them down. So if you do have a good person, sooner or later somebody's going to find a way to tear them down. And so it's a way we treat people that could be our heroes and the lack thereof heroes at the same time.
You got to be a hero, though.
Oh.
You're a guitar hero at the least, you know.
You know, hopefully I'm a hero to my kids. That's all that matters to me.
I know what you're saying, yeah. You know, you guys have come a long way, and the story is not done yet, not far from over. But now, since Miles is probably not that much involved with Slash at the moment, I think a lot of fans have hopes, or do have hopes, for you, for Alter Bridge, to give them even more, you know, more frequently, more records, more songs, more shows. I don't know. It's
you know, it's all of 2017. We're all dedicated to Alter Bridge, so we'll be touring all year long. And the following year is when we'll go our separate ways for a little while. I'll do my next Tremonti solo record, and then Miles. I know that Slash Camp has already started recording music, and Miles has to go in and sing on that. And you know, we'll constantly keep juggling the 2 or 3 bands.
How many years do you have to plan ahead?
We a few, 3 years probably. Yeah, you know, we have to know what the next few years are, how they're laid out, so we can make sure that when we put out a record, we're not just cannibalizing it with another record. You know. Mm.
So, well, as you just said, you know, Slash is already planning for solo stuff, and you're doing your solo stuff again, which is great, by the way. But do you still write songs where you have Creed in the back of your mind?
No, I don't. I don't write songs with anything in my mind other than just something that's going to excite me at the time. You know, right. I don't. You know, I don't specifically write for a band. I'll write in the moment, and then I'll go back weeks later, and I'll listen to what I did, and then I'll kind of categorize the idea. And if it's a speed heavy metal, fast speed metal kind of song, it'll end up in my solo band. But other than that, the more I don't know, atmospheric, epic sounding stuff usually works better with Alter Bridge. But you never know.
So you just let it flow?
Yeah, just let it flow. See what happens.
All right.
Yeah.
How much of the other guys can get in? And you know, for Tremonti, it's your solo stuff. That's obvious. But you know, for Alter Bridge, I mean, don't the other guys want to have a say in the music as well?
Yeah, you know, me and Miles get together first, and we'll put together the meat and potatoes outline of the song, and then we'll play it with the other guys, and they'll kind of be our filter, where they'll be like, I'm not feeling that idea, you know, let's work on something else, or we work on the arrangements together. So me and Miles can sit together on acoustic guitars all day long, but until you play with the whole band, you don't see how these transitions are going to work or how the dynamics in the song are going to work.
How long do you need for you and Miles to work together on those songs until you... Okay.
On this record, me and Miles got together just for a few days to put together 3 or 4 songs, and then we'd get in the studio, and that night me and Miles would come home and work until 3 in the morning putting together 1 or 2 more songs for the next day, and then same thing every day. So, but we're not just starting a song from scratch. We have ideas written. So I'll say, Miles, I have this chorus that I really like. Do you have a part that matches it? You know, so that's how we do Alter Bridge. We don't come to one another and say, here's a song I wrote. We contribute, me and Miles contribute writing on both songs, and then the band contributes on the overall arrangements and kind of what the favorites are that are going to make the album. And Elvis becomes a 5th member when it comes to pre-production and coming up with the arrangements.
Do you think you once in a while that you have to like take a different producer because you're always doing with the same guy? And of course, Alter Bridge always sounds like Alter Bridge, obviously. But do you think it's going to be a time for the next couple of records sometimes when we go like, let's try something else. Let's see what's on the side.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Once you get comfortable with somebody that you trust and you know it always turns out better than you anticipated, it's tough to blindly dive into another situation, you know. So if it ain't broke, you know, why fix it?
That's good. So there's no Tom Gabriel Warrior coming in soon.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Well, how much of the new stuff are you going to play on tour?
We play about 6 new songs a night, and we just switch it up every night. There's still a handful of songs we haven't played live off the record. We'll save until the January tour, because once we're on tour, we don't really get a lot of rehearsal time. So we rehearsed 7 or 8 of the songs before we came out, and we'll knock out the rest on the next tour.
Hey guys, I was wondering, because you know, your support bands, Gojira or whatever you call them, Gojira, I don't know, Gojira. Why are they still on your tour? They're nominated for 2 Grammys. You are not. How, you know what? You get to kick them off the tour. Like,
I know. They're going to be bigger than us before you know it. But, you know, we are just so proud to have them out on tour with us, because they're one of our favorite bands. And, you know, you'll hardly ever see a show where the band that's about to go on in 15 minutes are all standing there watching the band before them, you know. And we love having that. We love to get excited and get the crowd excited before we go on stage. And, you know, you got to check them out. They're just an amazing band.
Well, I think it's a very interesting combination, because for me, Gojira it's really tough. Yeah. You know, it's a lot harder than what probably Alter Bridge fans are used to know, or you know, just accustomed to. Do you like, you know, throwing them like a bone? And
oh, you know, I love to hear fans come up to our meet and greets and say, "Thank you so much for introducing me to Gojira. I've bought all their stuff. I love them now." It might have taken them a couple listens, and now they love it. You know, I think Gojira is not just one of those metal bands that's heavy for the sake of being heavy. It's very emotional. It's very deep. It's great music. So if you give it a chance and you hear it a couple times, you'll fall in love with it.
Good. They're gonna love to hear this. Well, Mark, you are, you know, as I said before, and you cannot deny it, you are a guitar hero, and but you take isn't it just tremendous work for you to be out there every night and playing all those songs and giving your best of time? Have you ever thought, I mean, not to insult you, have you ever thought taking a second guitarist into, except for Miles, you know, to Alter Bridge and go like, you know, oh, that's easy.
No, I mean, well, I always have another guitar player to play along with me. You know, it's Miles and I. Miles takes more and more of a guitar role on in the band as the years go by. When the first album came out, it was just me on guitar. On the second album, it was me and Miles, but Miles was just playing rhythm guitar. And then he started playing leads on AB3 and Fortress. Now he's playing more leads. So, you know, it's about...
Don't get pushed aside.
Yeah. It's about a 60-40 lead split now. So he's almost doing as much lead work as I am on the new record. So it's... and I'm glad, because it would be a shame, because Miles is such a talented guitar player, that it would be a waste of 30 years of him being a guitar player for him not to show what he's got, you know. You know, and I get to sing in this band, so you know, we both get to do other things to keep us entertained.
You've been to Munich a couple of times. How much of the city do you really know?
You know, I know a lot of it. You know, we walked around last week. We came through and we walked around the city through all the Christmas festival, and all right. It was great until it just got too damn cold and I had to go back home. But music is beautiful. It's not Florida. It's a beautiful city. I love it. I've always said from day one, Munich is my favorite live audience in Germany.
Seriously?
It's always been.
Have you heard that, Hamburg? Have you heard that? No, you know where
yeah, I mean,
why?
City aside, just the people that come to the shows. Historically for us this has been one of the rowdiest German crowds, which is, it could be different tonight, you never know it, but in the past I've felt that way.
Good.
Yeah.
I have no more further questions, Gunnar. I think we're done. Is there anything I forgot you to ask?
No, I don't think so. I think we've covered it all.
Are you gonna, you know, My Champion is the radio single that we have right now. Do you have a next single that we should already know about?
We haven't decided on it yet. So I think we all have different choices. Okay. So, yeah.
So it's going to be From Cradle to the Grave. I thank you for this.
Yeah. we haven't even started playing that song live yet, you know. But,
why not? Why not?
Yeah, that's the set list from last night there.
Oh,
so
okay.
you got My Champion on there.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those songs that I think Cradle to the Grave is the lyrics are very personal. So when Miles has to sing them, it's like me singing in loving or playing in loving memory. You know, it's just too personal. You don't want to go through that every night. So, got to pick the times you do it. So we'll see.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's it, folks. Thanks.
Rockantenne, der beste Rock nonstop.